The Gambia and Senegal are two separate countries intertwined together. Although they used to be one country which used to be called Senegambia, they were separated by the clothes of colonialism after Senegambia was divided into two, Gambia and Senegal. The Great Republic of the Gambia was carved out of Senegal along the shores of the famous River Gambia. The Gambia is an independent nation that is currently heavily dependent on Senegal, which gives Senegal an advantage over the Gambia, as Senegal is immensely feeding on the Gambia, like never seen before, taking a significant chunk of glory and financial potential right from the nose of the Gambia. The amounts are simply shocking. Please ensure you stay till the end, as we reveal shocking statistics that will make you wonder whether the Gambia will recover from this mess. Trust us, it is not looking good at the moment. Let's dive right in. Our beloved little country. The Gambia once had a thriving economy leading to many neighboring countries like Mali, Burkina Faso, Guinea, and including Senegal having significant economic ties and integration with this tiny West African nation. However, all of these merits the Gambia was once enjoying began fading away as the country had struggled to maintain its grip on the prominence of its strategic locations over its neighboring countries. This is largely due to a massive mismanagement and severe corruption and underinvestments leading to the juicy accolade once held by the Gambia to fade away. Over the past years, the Gambia has seen a significant decline in the amount of investment ushered into this tiny country, leading to its massive struggle in keeping up with the pace of its neighboring counterparts, especially Senegal. Senegal, on the other hand, sees this opportunity in investing heavily in its infrastructure capabilities, leading to them outshining the Gambia. Now, Senegal is the major player sucking the Gambia dry and enjoying the merits the Gambia was once enjoying. Clearly, the Gambia became so complacent and comfortable in the midst of these economic giants, leading to the sinking of the massive economic sucker punch of the little Gambia. This is also due to unfavorable attitude towards competition. You don't expect to be a tiny economy with a massive stronghold over the large neighboring economies and not expect the 𝐴 competition from them. Complacency is definitely a success killer in this context, with very minimal investments to compete fiercely. From 2010 to 2020, Gambia experienced multiple years of negative net FDI inflows. For instance, in 2011, net FDI inflows were minus $4.1 million, reflecting a significant outflow of investments from the country as per the Index Mundi report. According to 𝐕𝐃𝐻's World Investment Report, 2023, FDI inflows into the Gambia decreased from $249 million to $236 million between 2021 and 2022. At this point, while Gambia's FDI inward flow was $249 million in 2021, neighboring countries like Senegal have seen more robust and consistent growth in FDI, partly due to better infrastructural assets and more stable regulatory environments according to the Lloyd's Bank trade. This is why it is important for a weak economy to focus on infrastructural assets over liabilities for sustainable economic recovery. Let's look at the port of Banjul, that was once heralded as an economic stepping stone for majority of the neighboring countries. For landlocked countries like Mali and Burkina Faso, the port of Banjul offers vital access to international markets. Gambia's strategic location and historical role as a re-export trade hub made it significant for neighboring countries, particularly Senegal, Mali, and Burkina Faso. This re-export trade involved importing goods and then exporting them to other West African countries, benefiting from lower import duties in Gambia as per the African Development Bank Group. However, this is slowly becoming a thing of the past, as Senegal has put up a fierce competition which is ever so likely to provide quick and alternative option for the Sahel countries. Why is this? Well, currently the port of Banjul is struggling immensely to withstand the huge demand for shipping. The port of Banjul can only accommodate 2 large vessels at once, leading to massive delays. Over the past decade, the volume of cargo handled by the port of Banjul has seen a notable decline. Despite its strategic location, the port has struggled to keep up with the increasing demands of global trade, resulting in a reduction in its share of regional maritime traffic and leading massive gains for the competitors. Senegal, according to the Global Center on Adaptation. According to the World Bank, the port of Banjul has faced significantly high operational costs compared to other West African ports. These costs are primarily due to outdated infrastructure and inefficiencies in cargo handling and storage. This has made the port less competitive and less attractive to international shippers, resulting in them choosing Senegal. In fact, more and more vessels are choosing to dock in Senegal instead of Gambia. Due to these factors mentioned above, the port of Banjul is losing heavily to Senegal. Senegal has 5 ports. The port of Dakar, the main port of the country, contributes for more than 90% of Senegalese foreign trade. Port of St. Louis, situated in St. Louis. Port of Ziguinchor, located in the Casamance region. The port of Kaolack is situated on the Saloum River. And the port of Richard Toll, which is the smallest of them, located near the town of Richard Toll, on the Senegal River. Can the port of Banjul survive with its massive delays in the midst of these 5 Senegalese ports? Comment down below. Another crucial sector the Gambia is rapidly losing to Senegal is tourism. More and more tourists end up in Senegal than ever before. Many Gambian tourists visit Senegal specifically for cultural events, festivals and wildlife, with the famous of them being the Fathala Wildlife Reserve. According to the World Bank Open data, Gambian tourists make up a significant portion of Senegal's tourism sector. Recent data indicate that Gambian visitors constitute approximately 15% of the total international tourists to Senegal, highlighting the close cultural and geographical ties between the two countries. In addition, there has been a consistent yearly increase of about 10% in the number of Gambian tourists visiting Senegal over the past 5 years. This trend aligns with broader efforts to enhance regional tourism cooperation and ease cross-border travel restrictions as per the Index Mundi Country Facts Report. Following this, the influx of Gambian tourists has had a notable economic impact on Senegal's tourism revenue. It is estimated that Gambian tourists contribute roughly $50 million annually to Senegal's tourism industry through spending on accommodation, food, and other travel-related expenses, according to CEIC data report. The third Gambian sector driving income and revenue to the Senegalese government is the recent Banjul International Airport. Banjul International Airport has seen a significant drop in passenger traffic, with a decrease of over 20% since 2010. This decline contrasts sharply with the increasing passenger volumes at Blaise Diagne International Airport in Dakar, which handled 2.63 million passengers in 2022 alone, reflecting a 5.53% increase over pre-pandemic levels in 2019. The number of airlines operating regular flights to Banjul has decreased, leading to fewer direct international connections. This reduction has made it less competitive compared to Senegalese airports, which continue to expand their route networks and attract more carriers. Banjul International Airport has experienced consistent revenue losses due to declining passenger numbers and reduced flight frequencies. This has seen carriers resulting to the Senegal's Blaise Diagne International Airport. The lack of modern amenities and efficient services at Banjul International Airport has pushed airlines and passengers to prefer Senegalese airports. This competitive disadvantage has led to a further erosion of Banjul's market share in the region. This is a humble reminder to please support our work by liking this video and subscribing to the African Pacific YouTube channel, where we look at the affairs of the Gambia that are often ignored by mainstream media. Please show your support by liking and subscribing. Thank you so much. According to the Gambia Bureau of Statistics, the number of Gambians flying through Senegalese airports has increased by over 50% in the last 5 years. This shift is primarily due to better connectivity and more flight options available at Senegal's main airports. The Gambia Bureau of Statistics further highlighted that approximately 40% of Gambian international travelers choose to fly out of Dakar's Blaise Diagne International Airport due to its modern facilities and higher frequency of flights to Europe and America. Furthermore, Gambian travelers report saving up to 30% on international flights when departing from Senegalese airports compared to Banjul International Airport. Senegalese airports have captured about 25% of the market share for Gambian international travelers, a significant increase from just 10% a decade ago. This is attributed to lower airport taxes and a greater availability of budget airlines in Senegal, as highlighted by the CIA report. As we have seen in the recent OIC summit, the Banjul International Airport could only accommodate 15 aircrafts, leading to the rest going to park at the Senegalese Yoff Airport. Would it not make sense to invest in these income-generating assets of the country instead of inflated and overpriced road constructions? Comment down below. The fourth Gambian sector losing money to the Senegalese government is the sports sector. The Gambian sporting sector simply just can't do without the Senegalese. According to the Gambian Bureau of Statistics as well as the Routledge report, a significant portion of Gambian athletes, particularly those involved in football, Utilize Senegalese training facilities. Estimates suggest that around 30% of Gambian footballers train in Senegal at some point in their careers due to better infrastructure and resources. Approximately 25% of Gambian youth sports programs, including football academies and athletics training camps, have partnerships with or are hosted in Senegal. This is due to the superior quality of coaching and facilities available across the border. According to the BTI Transformation Index, on average, Gambian athletes travel to Senegalese sports facilities over 15 times a year for training camps and competitions, highlighting the reliance on neighboring country resources for athletic development. The cost incurred by Gambian sports associations for utilizing Senegalese facilities is substantial, accounting for nearly 20% of their annual budget. This includes expenses for travel, accommodation, and facility rentals. According to the Routledge Group, athletes who train in Senegal reportedly perform better in regional competitions, with a 40% higher success rate in terms of wins and qualifications compared to those who train solely within the Gambia. This statistic underscores the quality and effectiveness of Senegalese sports facilities. According to the Observatory of Economic Complexity and the Gambian-owned Point newspaper, in 2022, the trade volume between Senegal and the Gambia was quite substantial, with Senegal exporting goods worth $177 million to the Gambia. The main exports from Senegal included cement, $44 million, soups and broths, $17.8 million, and hot-rolled iron bars, $8.05 million. Over the past 27 years, Senegal's exports to the Gambia have grown at an annualized rate of 11.3%. Conversely, the Gambia exported goods valued at $3.46 million to Senegal in 2022, with primary exports being electrical parts, $1.02 million, refined petroleum, $560,000, and cars, $265,000. The annualized growth rate of Gambian exports to Senegal over the same period was 53%, as reported by the Observatory of Economic Complexity, OEC. To put it simply, the Gambia re-exports $3.5 million worth of goods to Senegal, while Senegal exports $177 million worth of goods to the Gambia. Clearly, there is a significantly widened trade imbalance between the Gambia and Senegal, with Senegal scoring monstrous gains over the Gambia, with a difference of over $174 million. Do you see this gap dissolving in the current trajectory of the Gambia? Comment down below. This is a polite reminder to please like this video and subscribe to the African Pacific YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. These are the various forms through which Senegal is benefiting from the Gambia's severe lack of important amenities that have potential of generating lots of income. However, these sectors deemed to be assets for the country often face severe underinvestment, with the government focusing more on fruitless things like infrastructural liabilities. This is the end of this video. Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.